What's up, Jeremy Steven here? Welcome back to yet another reaction. Today we are hopping into Scrubs, episode number 15 of season number 2, called His Story. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series. If you have, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reaction episodes extra early over there. If you want them, if you don't want them, totally cool. Episodes here whenever they show up. So, last episode was Turk still trying to get Carla to marry him. Then he got his brother involved. His brother was going through a divorce, which made Carla even more hesitant. Then Turk wanted to make his brother feel bad, so he got drunk, showed up drunk. Carla was pissed, and then she left. With JD, he got the best doctor in the hospital, the one, like, not the best doctor, but the most beloved doctor, like the one that everybody likes, fired. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where we're at. So we're gonna hop in here, see where things go. His story. It could be Turk's story. It could be a random kid story. I don't know. Let's find out. Pretty much. Here we go.
Yes. Turk, stop celebrating. That's just how I answer the phone. Honey, it's only been 10 minutes since we...
5. No,
maybe?
Actually, it's 4. The guy in the mullet, he's checking me out. I let him buy my last 2 drinks. Thanks again, cowboy.
While she's going to be gone, we're going to have some beers, watch the game. It's going to be great. And I was wondering if you...
I'm not your friend.
Okay.
Not either.
Cool.
Dr. Cox?
Hey, you're back.
I just wanted to tell you, well, the thing is...
2, 10. Finish the sentence in the next 2 seconds or start running. Oh, dear God, you're actually frozen with fear. All right.
Morning, Dr. Cox.
Gladys, Ginger, Tiffany, no, Cheryl, Betsy.
What?
That's new. Betsy, good morning.
Oh, you're thinking of
Chop, chop.
Silver, I'm so excited about this doctor that I just met.
Is he a doctor?
Nice and humble.
He said
Just hate
you're
how so
from.
many doctors
He
are
said
so
you're from the
thinner,
doctor
you know?
too.
I know exactly what you mean, girl. Just
Oh, and he's so cute.
Whole 9 yards.
Will there be prostitutes?
No.
What?
Oh, good.
You're not suggesting that I rubber stamp your insurance physical, are you there, Bobo?
Just sign the damn form.
Okay.
Answer.
How's it going?
I just got my vertebrae fused.
Nice.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, hold that elevator. Hold it!
Okay, but nobody told you to be a dumbass and run. That's 100% on you.
Paul's a male nurse. You're a big enough person not to let that bother you, right?
No, she's not.
I'm dating a nurse.
Better than a secretary or a manicurist. No, that...
Uh-oh.
She's not that much of a gossip.
Uh-oh.
Is she?
Dr. Reed, Nurse Paul. Dr. Reed, Nurse Paul.
Don't be late or you won't get a seat.
I'll bring the fluffernutters.
Oh, Jesus.
I'd invite you. Unfortunately, it's guys only.
Oh, wow.
your damn physical fault.
Where is he? Where is that little rat bastard?
Oh, hey, pal. I'll always remember our time together.
The typical surgeon, a dumb, arrogant frat boy whose behavior is so disgusting, it is embarrassing for a woman to be seen with him. No offense, buddy.
None taken.
The Todd.
It's gotta be the Todd.
Turk, will you stop? Yes, I've never been a big fan of surgeons. And yes, I worry about your maturity sometimes. I'm a worrier. It's what I do. I like the way I have to stand up on my tippy toes to kiss you.
Nah, he's not
It's
having
not
it.
enough.
Would you come by to tell me you're a complete wuss?
No, I came over here to tell you that I traded with another resident and switched off your service for a while.
Oh, shit.
Well, tears and hugs there, Katie. But unless you want to come inside here and give one of the fellas a lap dance, I'm afraid I gotta say sayonara, because I got 20 guys in here and it's about to get nutty.
Nobody
All the
can.
best, baby.
Nobody can. Because you're such...
A little nervous.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about a thing, because I'm gonna ease you in. Here's the deal. You have exactly 8 seconds to find this patient's charter. You're through here.
Something made me sad. My mom would always have the maid give me a cheer-up hug.
The maid,
Better
wow.
explaining your love of the Latino people.
Carla, whenever you need to...
Way to go, Elliot.
What do you want?
No, you don't get to... What? You don't get to be
Wait,
this.
wait. Now, are you kissing me because you actually...
A secret romance.
I just had to bail on Cox for a while.
What
you know?
the hell?
You
Is he
guys
just
drink
chugging
every day.
sugar?
It's still the biggest pain in my ass.
I'm sorry.
What?
What did you say?
I spoke to my cardiologist, and he said if you hadn't caught my high blood pressure and it had continued unchecked, it might have resulted in a mild case of death.
What is that? Oh,
Must fight urge to rub it in his face.
Anyway,
In someone's face. How's that coma going for you there, pal? Much better.
But it was kung fu fighting.
Yep. Uh-oh. Ah, shit.
Hi, yeah, I'm stuck in the elevator.
Yeah, I'm afraid it might be a little while.
Everybody, I appreciate solidarity, but I did not blow off Paul because he's a nurse. So please stop leaving bedpans in my locker. It makes me cry. Connor, just
Wanting it since day one.
Nope. I
Just
can't
do it.
Can't do it.
the second that Dr. Cox patted me on the shoulder, I thought about how he always shows up in the nick of time.
if you'll forgive me, I'd love to take you for dinner tonight.
Screw that. I'll cook for you.
Nice.
I've only got one apron, though. So, bring your own if you want to wear one.
Oh, nice.
Oh, please, you all wish you could bag a nurse.
Good,
right.
right.
Shut up, Zelcher.
Good job.
He took her to the park.
He wants the whole show. She wants the shebang now.
And lowered her eyelid.
Well, that was episode number 15. Solid episode. 7 and Percy stuff was in that 7 to 8 range. I don't know if it's good enough to be an 8. I didn't laugh a lot. I did love the Dr. Cox narration stuff. I thought that was an interesting twist, and I even love the pat on the back, which kind of transferred the narration back to JD. I actually want to see at the beginning, was it his narration?
Dragging home some random.
You think I'm
Mate, you
Too.
Oh, check out these.
Friends over to the apartment.
See, I feel like for
Yeah.
the first time since
Oh no, it was JD. Interesting. I wasn't sure if the whole thing was just a narration of Dr. Cox, but I love that. I love seeing inside of Dr. Cox's mind, right? And I love that they've kind of sidelined his ex-wife and the baby. I don't care about that story. I don't like that the show put them together. It's just not something I like. So I'm glad that they kind of they don't have her always on there, because when they're together, I just don't like it. It's not something that gravitates towards me. But let's see. The janitor stuff is fine. I don't care about the janitor stuff most of the time. He's just, I don't know, he's just an obstacle for JD, but doesn't really add much to the show. Sometimes he'll add stuff, but most of the times I don't care, and I don't find him to be that funny. But it was fine. The stuff with Turk and Carla, Carla realizing exactly what's going on with her, why she's scared of commitment. Now, there was a comment, has Turk not slept with another woman? I never was under the impression that Turk never slept with another woman, like that he was a virgin. But that whole dialogue made it seem like that's what it was. But I'm pretty positive that's not true. Like, I'm pretty positive they made a whole thing. I don't know. I'm very curious to how you guys interpreted that. Like, has Turk only slept with Carla, or that's just him kind of taking the whole slept with many women thing back? Other than that, I also saying sorry and then thanking Perry. Pretty solid. The guy that gets nervous was back. Haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's break it down. Let's see where we're at. We start off Turk, still asking. She's still saying, still not giving him an answer. Dr. Cox messing with him. And Turk's response to what Carla said about Denise time is, I'm going to ask you all the damn time. Calls her. Elliot meets a nurse. Oh, the nurse stuff I actually was into. I like the nurse stuff. It was a very cliche kind of, ooh, she's embarrassed, but I thought they handled it pretty well. But yeah, she meets a guy. She thinks he's a doctor. I thought he was gonna be a patient. He said, "Oh, you work at the hospital too." I wouldn't have interpreted that as him being a doctor. The whole thing with the girl, with the waitress is fine. Him asking her to marry him again. The whole thing did he touch him?
they're horribly uncomfortable, my medium scrubs have a large effect.
Wake up. Today.
Yep, everything's just great. I feel like for the first time since I started here, I have no stories to tell.
Sometimes, you know.
I wasn't sure if they had contact and did the whole switch thing. But yeah, so we got the voiceover stuff with Dr. Cox, and then we see him with his therapist, and his therapist is pretty much just like him, a complete dick and an asshole. But apparently that works for Dr. Cox, and he gives Cox several things to do, but he can't do them. An asshole. Treats JD crappy still. Then we find out that the guy that Elliot likes is a nurse, which of course she's embarrassed about. Perry is asking a bunch of people over to his house for a get together. We're drinking. We have Kelso here getting a physical. He just wanted Dr. Cox to sign off on it, but of course he didn't do it. And he actually made his high blood pressure go. He pointed out that his blood pressure was high, and then he ended up getting higher premiums or whatever. So now we have this here, right, where this part I thought was stupid. So she's in the elevator.
Not working.
But then he busts his ass. Like, this is on him. Like, brother, there's another goddamn elevator. Just wait. Like, this was funny because he fell, but it was also kind of stupid. And then he goes down, he gets mad. The hiding behind the thing was funny. The rumor thing, sharing with everybody, letting everybody know that Elliot's dating a nurse. Then the whole thing with the premiums on the medical. Turk trying to figure out why Carla doesn't want to marry him. All the different reasons. The Todd, I'm too immature, all this stuff. Elliot panicking over nothing. Percy, of course, sucking at being a patient. Since Carla wasn't giving up a good reason, Turk came up with the whole thing of it's just the many reasons. That's why you don't want to marry. I'm not gonna ask anymore. Walks away. Then we have so one thing I do wish, I don't know, it didn't JD's thing here about switching off for a while. We didn't build up to that. I wish we would have have seen that aspect of it, but I thought it was also really cool to see him, Dr. Cox, with no friends, nobody there hanging out with him, nobody coming to his thing. Gets the new nervous guy. Elliot makes out with that one guy. The whole thing, do you think he's going to therapy? Girl comes over with the pancakes and the bacon. Also says he's sorry. Elliot, of course, still embarrassed. He points it out to her and says, you gotta stop caring what people think. Percy takes the advice of, he actually says because JD was the one that said for Dr. Cox to do a favor for Kelso, and then Kelso repay it later, and that's what ended up happening. So he's like, he's pointing out that, Kelso said he's sorry to his therapist. The elevator stuff is whatever. I love Carla having kind of a realization of what's happening. Oh my God, this is why everything is happening. This is why I feel the way I feel. Pointing it all out, but in an argument or when just trying to yell at Elliot about stuff. The girl from the diner hits on Turk. The elevator stuff again. The pat on the back thing was cool. Come back to work with me type of thing. I like that he yelled at him while saying it. Then Elliot kind of turns the tables and says, any of you guys would be happy to bag a nurse. And then Carla says, ask me again. And then we have the proposal. I would have thought that the proposal for them would have been a bigger thing, a bigger monumental episode. And it really was not. It was really a basic thing. I don't know. I was expecting them to have something bigger. But yeah, that's the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, Patreon for the full reaction. Uncut, unedited episode if you want them. But I'm going to get out of here and I'll talk to you.